I hope you've seen Saving Private Ryan. It's a really old movie, but it is a movie basically where there are three brothers that are at war. Two of the brothers have died, and the government has decided there's no way that all three of them can die, so they go to try to save Private Ryan, who is the third kid. What does this have to do with ADHD? Well, that's a good question. So sometimes in life, there are different parts of us that just don't make it, and that's hard to say out loud, but you know what those parts are. You also know what your strengths are, and a lot of times what happens is we get so shamed, ridiculed, or reprimanded, made fun of for the things that our ADHD behaviors might actually express as bad behavior. But almost everybody that I've ever met with ADHD has got some sort of superpower that's inside. Many of us go through our lives without ever figuring out what that strength or superpower is. I mean, it's kind of funny with our gifts because they just feel like it's us, it's who we are. And so it's hard to sometimes see them. And so when I was trying to think of what my superpower was, I was like, I couldn't remember. And then I ended up walking past, wanted to get something out of the fridge, and I ended up walking past this little cabinet that has these belt buckles in it that you get as an award for completing a 100-mile foot race. And then I was like, oh, okay, yep, endurance. That's my superpower. I can endure. It's just funny because I had to actually think about it. Many of our gifts are things that other people can see in us that we have a hard time seeing in ourselves, and a lot of times we tend to just focus on things that other people have pointed out about us that are weaknesses. And those of us with ADHD, a lot of times will kind of get spun out on being told about certain things that are weaknesses. This is our opportunity to help save our own little private inner child, see how we can go forward. So how do we do this? First question to ask yourself, when do you feel most natural? Like, I feel most natural when I'm running outside nature. That's just when I feel the best, and I notice things and I tend to learn from nature. Society just places so much emphasis on trying to improve your weaknesses that oftentimes building your strengths gets neglected. If we can just learn how to train them and how to stop doing the things that keep us from being able to train our strengths. One of the things that I just want to scream, but I'll say it nicely here, is that, hey, nobody's coming to save you. They just aren't. And that might sound discouraging, but at the same time, this is really encouraging. So when you understand that your sense of personal peace and your sense of safety is up to you, like literally, like Tom Hanks, it wouldn't it be so cool if Tom Hanks was coming to save you, whether it's in Private Ryan or whatever? Like, come on, that would be awesome, but it's not reality. And I love Tom Hanks, great actor, but like, he is not coming to help you at all. It is up to you. So one of the things that I really respect is sports. People work so freaking hard, achieve certain levels of proficiency, and trying to win. Like, it's cool, it's fun. Being on a team is really fun. But one of the things from sports that a real takeaway is there is this coach named Arsene Wenger. He was from France, coaching in England. His approach to coaching was to have all of the players at that level focus on the one thing that they did best, because in that league, which is the best league in the world, everybody's kind of basic fundamentals are about the same. But when you have that technical quality at a very high level, and then people are being encouraged to train their strengths, it's amazing. And it is the last time any team in England had an undefeated season. So in soccer you can tie, but it's the only time that in 30 years that there's ever been a team that has gone the whole season that never lost a game. So the good news is now we get to train ourselves, we get to save ourselves. Like, when you get your shit together for yourself and not because of somebody else, you don't owe anybody anything, and now all of your gains are yours.